All right, everybody. Thanks for coming, Tristy. Thank you so much for joining us. So I want to thank you guys for coming. We're going to all participate. All right. I'm going to help maintain our discussions here. We're also going to be sure that we're being mindful of confidentiality and that what is said in this room stays in this room so that we all feel comfortable sharing. We're all going to take responsibility of our feelings. We're all going to be mindful and confident and positive. Again, all facilitate the group, but just be kind to yourselves, be kind to others, and let's have some good sessions over the next few weeks, okay? So one thing I should also disclose too with confidentiality is that everything we say in this room is confidential unless for any reason you feel like you might hurt yourself or someone else. And I may need to break confidentiality so that we can deal with that one-on-one. But everything else in this room, for any reason, is a confidence space, okay? So let's do a little icebreaker so we can get to know each other. And what I want to do is have each of us introduce ourselves. I know this seems super cheesy, but it'll be fun, I promise. Or not. And we're going to go around the circle here. I'll start, and we're going to introduce ourselves, and then attach an adjective that not only describes like a dominant characteristic, but one that starts with the same letter of your name, okay? So, for example, my name is Julie. I'm going to go with Joyful Julie, okay? And to make this even more fun, we're going to approach each other with these adjectives on the beginning of our name for the entire 10-minute session that we're going to hang out together, okay? Are you in?
Yes.
All right. Why don't you go ahead and go first?
Okay, so my name is Edward, and I'm filled with lots of energy, I think. I like learning, I like exercise. I feel pretty pumped whenever I do anything, really. So, energetic Edward. Nice
I like
to meet
it.
you guys.
Nice to meet you. I think I'd have to go with probably Tenacious Tristy.
Nice.
It's the only one I can think of that actually describes me best, because in other words, determination. I'm determined to finish high school, to go into college, to complete college, and do whatever the heck I feel like. So
Nice.
I watched a movie once called Tenacious D, Pick the Destiny.
It's a good one. I highly recommend it to anyone who may be into that.
So my name is Austin, and since I grew up in Tahoe and I used to like running around the woods and going to the lakes and the rivers and stuff, I'm gonna have to go with adventurous.
Oh.
It's died down a little bit now, but I used to love getting out there and going hiking.
Going hiking. Adventurous Austin. How about you?
So my name is Morgan, and I am in love with music. I'm a very shy person, so if you ever want to talk to me, play an instrument, and I'm going to play. So musical Morgan's right.
Does it have to be in tune, on note, in key?
Preferably in key.
Okay. I also like music, but I can't play a single tune. All right, so that's pretty fun. What do you guys think? Kind of silly, but it's a good way to kind of describe yourself and kind of like make it less awkward in our little group. So we'll be hanging out with each other for the next few weeks. So I know we're all in the same room to kind of talk about our first year experience becoming a college student. And it sounds like, Tristy, you're an accelerated learner still in high school. So let's talk a little bit about the first year college experience. What's going on with you guys? How are you feeling about being brand new to college? And, are you feeling social pressures? Are you having a hard time, finding a place to live? Are you worried about, your financial aid, things like that? What in your first year college experience is going on? Or, what does it feel like to be a freshman in college? If you would like, I could even share my personal story. Would that make it a little more comfortable for everybody?
It's okay with you.
It's okay with me. I like to put it all out there. So my first year of a college student was definitely very scary. First generation college student. No one in my family had finished or started college even, and we're just high school graduates. So, you know, it was really scary trying to get to know new students, and it's not like a high school environment where you're, you know, organized your classes. You kind of picked your own studies, and I was definitely really worried about finances and how I was going to pay for everything. So, you know, I just remember my first year being kind of like if someone put a blindfold around me and spun me around and then pushed me out there. That's kind of how I felt. So just a little bit overwhelmed at times, and it went by really fast. Some of it was such a blur. So, you know, what are you guys going through? What are some of the things that you're dealing with? Or maybe it's exciting. So, who's up? Energetic Edward, are you into it? You want to go first?
Why not?
Okay.
I guess starting off, it is a bit scary. You know, let's see, most of my other friends aren't at or some of them are at this college, but the ones I talk to the most aren't. So, you know, right now I'm kind of just going to the library, staying there, you know, studying on my own. So I guess it's kind of a bummer, but it's nice being able to focus, and I feel a lot more liberated here at the college because I'm not forced to stay in a class. If I'm not feeling up to being there all day, I can just leave, and that feels pretty great, and I can choose what I want to study. I think that freedom, if I don't keep a check on it, it can get out of control. You know, I might end up taking too many electives instead of taking the classes I need. So I kind of want to focus on that my first year, trying to clear up general ed instead of taking too many electives. Other than that, everything's pretty good. I like this first year. It's a little scary, sure, but I'm sure it'll get easier. And again, I'm enjoying all the freedom now too.
So you're liking the freedom, you're liking being able to be in kind of control of your own tenacious destiny.
Yes. Exactly.
Being energetic with what you've got going on, and just it looks like you can kind of go at your own pace.
Yeah,
You're
definitely.
liking that.
Yes.
Okay.
Loving it.
What's up, tenacious Tristy?
Okay, so
What's going on with you?
honestly, since I'm just like starting to get the college experience, like I still have high school classes too, so I kind of go to the college in between, you know, like after school and stuff. So I usually do night classes, and so far it's kind of like I feel really nervous, but I'm also kind of excited at the same time because now I'm on the next step to achieving my goals. So yeah, it's really good to get this experience, but it still can be kind of scary.
Yeah.
So, and stressful, of course, with all the classes between high school and college.
It's a tremendous amount of pressure. Do you feel, even though you're an accelerated learner, when you come to your classes, that, you know, do you feel out of place that you're still in high school, or do you think people know? Because, you know, community college has a wide range of ages in the classroom, so do you think people know that you're so young, or?
Well, usually for like introductions in the classrooms, whenever you introduce yourself and tell people your age and stuff, that's whenever they're like, whoa, wait, you're only like 17? So I go from being like higher up in high school and being in charge of all these children to being like a baby again in college. So yeah, the age differences is crazy.
Okay, which might aid to some of your nervousness you got going on. Adventurous Austin, your turn, buddy.
Well, for me, I just moved out into my own place at the same time that I started college. So I'm kind of struggling with how I'm going to pay for everything and what I'm going to do, because I have no idea what I want to do yet. So I'm just taking classes right now that interest me to see if I can hit that point where I know what I might want to do. And the only way that I'm able to live right now is with the help of financial aid. So it's been a big boost for me, but it's still pretty stressful and confusing. I don't know where I'm going or what I'm doing, and trying to pay bills for the first time and go to classes like this for the first time.
So it's kind of a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot to take.
Lots to
in
worry
at once.
about. It's hard being kind of grown up, right? All right, Musical Morgan, tell us your tune.
So after I graduated, I wanted to go into community college, not because my parents forced me, but I actually was motivated. The biggest thing for me was being nervous about meeting other people. And so, because because of being homeschooled, I already got the formula of classes down. Now, I just want to meet more people, so I investigated into theater. So I found lots of cool people over there.
Yeah. And are the thespians over there playing music also?
Yes.
You guys just act and sing and
Sing. It's all
frolic
so
around
magical.
the theater. It's magical. All right, so it looks like we have a wide range of kind of different experiences in the room. We've got, you know, an accelerated learner. We have someone who was in a traditional K-12 system, so a little bit of differences there. You know, some are trying to pave their own way, and you're just kind of enjoying it a little bit, going at your own pace. That's awesome. So I appreciate you guys all sharing. I hope that you feel like this is a safe place and a place we can talk openly with each other and maybe have a little bit of fun. I think that humor or levity can kind of lighten the mood and make people feel a little bit more comfortable. So in the next session, you know, we're going to meet a couple of more times and we can dive deeper a little bit into the first year experience and try to figure out, you know, a couple of ways where we can feel more comfortable on campus. Maybe it's exploring some student life activities. Maybe it's going to some workshops on campus where you feel a little bit more comfortable either meeting new students or learning more about programs and support we have on campus to help students trying to pave their way financially. And then additionally, maybe even talking about creating an ed plan and things like that, especially for those of you who are on your path. And although energetic Edward, I like that, we definitely still want to make sure that you have, you know, kind of a clear set journey so that you are here forever and that you still feel comfortable being here and going at your own pace. So does that sound like something we'll attack the next couple of sessions? All right, you guys. Well, thank you guys so much for coming in.